on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we need to make progress on Reaper because I ordered a lot of parts for the car and we need to start getting stuff done. I think the first thing we tackle is the intake manifold, right? I mean, it's probably the most time consuming besides the valve stem seals, and yeah, we need to tackle it. So let me show you guys what I got over here. All right, guys, so this is my lower intake manifold. Now, if you guys remember, the runners were loose like this. This particular intake manifold is a short runner intake manifold. As you guys can see, there's no bevels on the ends of these. Normally, these will go lower down, probably about 1.5 inches lower down, and the ends will be beveled outward if it is a stock manifold. You cut the runners for many reasons. I mean, it does offer a bump in mid to high RPM horsepower, but it does take away from low end power. So, you know, gears are obviously a must if you're doing one of these. But mine, unfortunately, all of the runners came loose, and yeah, that's why we're like this right now. So pretty much I just pulled the runners out. They came right out, and I cleaned the gasket surfaces and everything already on both sides. I cleaned this all out with brake clean and everything. So I'm pretty much ready to JB weld or epoxy, whichever one you prefer. I prefer JB weld, but I'm pretty much ready to JB weld all of these runners back in. Now, as you guys can see, they're labeled. I don't know if that's from the factory that they're labeled. I would probably assume not, but mine are labeled, so it makes my life easy. I didn't have to mark them or anything. I have all the other runners over there, and pretty much we just got to clean this up a little bit, and like the old epoxy and stuff, and then we can JB weld them right back in there, and we should be good, hopefully. What I was doing there was I was like test fitting them, because there's a certain order that you have to put these in, otherwise you won't be able to get certain ones in. So the order that you do is you leave this one and this one till last, and that is because the two top tabs that sit in these literally just right on top. The other ones have ones that go underneath, they go on top, so you definitely need to do it in that order. Now, everything will fit together, like all these notches, they line up with the other pieces, so you'll know if you have it wrong. But that's what I was doing. I was pretty much just test fitting it. So now I'm actually about to you know, actually start JB welding it together. So I got all the runners back in. Like I was saying, is I did this guy and this guy completely last because they lay on top of those tabs there. So pretty much all I did was I just JB welded around the circles, pushed it back in, and then I JB welded the tabs so they stay together. Now, I don't know exactly who did this short runner, but this one here doesn't have a tab on this side of this runner. Not too sure why, so I kind of just filled it in with JB Weld across all the tops of them, just to, you know, for insurance, because they need to be held together, otherwise they're gonna break again at the base. But yeah, so I JB welded all the bases, and then I JB welded all these tabs up top, and I got to let it sit for 4 to 6 hours. So I'll let you guys know as soon as it's cured. We'll check it out and we'll see how sturdy everything is. We'll make sure it's all good. I don't want these things coming loose again. And I definitely don't want them leaking where they press into the manifold, because if air is leaking by these, it will affect the power band of the car, right? So you definitely don't want that. Like, I need it to work properly. So let's see what we get in 4 to 6 hours, and hopefully it's a good turnout and they're nice and solid. And then this thing will be ready to go back on the car. Okay, so It is fully cured. It's rock hard. All the JB Weld, and all I can say is these things do not move whatsoever. It's fully rock hard down here on all of the parts that press in, all that type of stuff. So we did successfully fix this intake manifold. Now keep in mind you don't see any of this, so I'm not too worried about making it look nice or anything. You'll never see it. As long as it holds together, that is all we were after, and I'm pretty sure we were successful on that. So now that this is done, this is one step in the right direction. We still have much more stuff to do though. I was curing for 8 hours or six hours flat, and that's what it said. It said 4 to 6 hours, and it's perfect. It's rock hard. Nothing moves. No weird stuff's going on. We're good again with the manifold. Now I ran into a slight issue. I went to go do some of the valve stem seals, which you guys will be seeing that video shortly. That'll be probably the next video that I release. Problem is I did my valve stem seals on my 2 valve, and I didn't know the tool is actually different for the 4 valve. So I had to buy a tool before I can even do them. So yeah, I didn't really get much accomplished besides this manifold, but at least we got the manifold accomplished. So once the tool comes in, I will do those with you guys. A lot of you actually asked for that video, so it's going to be an interesting one because it was probably one of the worst jobs I've ever done, to be honest with you. And I work on cars for a living, and I've done a lot of jobs that are not fun. But that job, it definitely sucks, mainly because the motor's still in the car, and it's just a pain in the ass, man. There's not much room, but I'll definitely film it for you guys. I know a lot of you want to see it, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm happy with the outcome. Saves us from buying a manifold and then getting it reworked, getting it short runnered and all that stuff. Thank God we didn't have to do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please drop a like on this video, drop a comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Well, that's not good. I legit blew the welds off the intake. That's really bad.